we get into sports and the meat and potatoes, the world is talking about a dentist who, very wealthy dentist, has done well for himself. He pretends to be the great white hunter, and as a murderer of animals. He's been in trouble before. He killed a black bear and he lied. So it seems like that's a trait that he has. But the thing that has destroyed him and made him a social pariah is that he went and killed a lion, and his apology is fake, because in his apology he says he didn't know, but he did know, because they tried to destroy the GPS on the collar. They baited the lion, who was in a sanctuary protected by the government, Zimbabwe, and just like there's in Africa, there's many places that are havens for lions. And not only did he murder a lion, he's murdered all the offspring, because once you kill the pride leader, the pride's going to be taken over by another male lion, and the first thing he does is he kills all the cubs by crushing their head. Have you been following this story at all?
I have, and I'm just as upset as anyone else is by this story. It's a terrible thing. We saw Jimmy Kimmel get upset about it when he was talking.
Jimmy Kimmel to me is foo-foo. Jimmy Kimmel did it just to get ratings. I'm an animal guy. Are you an animal guy? Do you have a dog, a cat, a goldfish, a parrot?
Yeah, I've had pets all my life, and I think Jimmy Kimmel was legit on this one. You saw how...
I don't want to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. I want to talk about... I love lions. I've loved lions all my life. I think that they're an incredible species of humanity, even though they're animals, but they're part of humanity. All species of animals really are very close to making us real as human beings. And for this moron, this fictitious piece of shit, to go and bait the lion, where they and you know our producers have done a lot of research. The company that he paid $50,000 that took him on the safari have never been indicted, but they're criminals because they knew that the lion was protected. They baited the lion by putting a dead animal on their vehicle to bait him to come out, and that's how they got him. And I think it was very planned, very scrupulous, where he shot him with a bow and arrow so he could hunt them and watch the animal bleed to death. I think he's a piece of shit. I think that he's sick, and it tries to makes his testosterone go up, or whatever the fuck it does. Anytime, like, I understand people killing for survival, to eat, but I don't understand killing for sport. I don't, Carla. I really don't. Maybe I'm a moron. Maybe you can enlighten me, but I do not understand why people would kill for sport.
Well, I don't even know how you can call it killing for sport. I mean, isn't it only a sport if you give the animal a gun, too?
Exactly. Fair enough. Very good. Very perceptive of you. But, you know, they bled the lion to death, and then he shot him. They skinned him. They knew they were criminals. They knew they did something wrong because they tried to destroy the GPS that was around his neck and his collar. So he's a liar. He's a pathological liar saying that he didn't know. He knew. He knew exactly what he did. He's not a nice man. And I think that the United States should arrest him. And, you know, in the United States and in Canada, if you break a Canadian law abroad or an American law abroad, you're going to be convicted when you come back to your own country.
And it's interesting. I don't even think he's saying that, well, I didn't know. He's saying, I did know, but, you know, I paid the right people. I didn't think it would be a problem. He's basically saying, well, it was Africa. You know, who cares? But, you know, this guy now, he's paying the price for it. You can't say he isn't. He's had to shut down his office. He's getting thousands of death threats, which I think is a little bit much when an organization like PETA is calling for the guy to be hanged. Obviously, I would like to see him face some sort of criminal action here.
I don't believe in death threats. It makes that just as bad as him. And I agree with you. He should be tried. and convicted by his peers for, he lied when he killed the bear to the officials, and they gave him a 1-year probation. I think he should be convicted of this. It's ruthless what he did. It's heartless what he did. And I believe in karma, like you said, Carlin, and he's paying the price for bad karma.
He absolutely is, and the guys that took him on the hunt, I mean, they're facing 10 years in jail in their homeland as well. So it's not like anyone got away with this. And if nothing else, it's really kind of put a spotlight on the problem of poaching in places like Africa. And I was just reading today that there's another 5 elephants illegally killed, I think, in Ethiopia.
Well, they're putting cyanide in the water pits so they can sell the tusks to this folklore that it gives. Buy Viagra, for fuck's sake. Stop killing the elephants. They say it makes you more masculine and more virile by grinding up the tusks of an elephant, right? Or a rhinoceros, right? Bullshit. Buy Viagra or Cialis if you need to get a hard-on. If you're a wimp.
I've heard great things about both those pills.
I heard that they keep you stiff for a week. But what I'm just saying to you is, I don't understand why people need to hurt defenseless animals to fortify their manhood.
No, it's absolutely ridiculous. And Schwarzenegger had a good bit on it the other day. He said that that's not ballsy. If you want to be ballsy, step into the octagon, join the military. That's ballsy. Shooting a defenseless animal takes no balls whatsoever.
You know what? I'm a big fan of animals. You know that. You guys all know that. I love animals. I lost my dog of 11 and a half years, my Neapolitan Mastiff, and it broke my heart. I just can't see how it gratifies a human being to bleed an animal to death and shoot him with a gun. What the fuck is going on in humanity? It's 2015. What's wrong with people? This fucking guy, very successful practice, and he fucked himself up. For what? So he can put a fucking head up on us over one of his fireplaces and talk about, that's not a great white hunter. That's not a hunter. That's a scumbag. That's a piece of shit coward.